Kalima. Man.
Watch when he sings the thing.
Man.
What?
Hello and welcome back, episode 105 of the What's Happening podcast. I hope you've all had a fucking lovely week since you last checked in with us. I've had a good week, and we hope the same.
I like the way we like, oh, welcome back, and Chris is there going,
Yeah, Chris
the
is
camera's
waving,
not on you yet, lad, chill out.
We've got no Gary this week. Gary's in Amsterdam.
Smoking his head off.
Yeah,
Smoking.
he's in Amsterdam, just fucking.
He's smoking, drinking, eating beef curtain. Nice.
Running through brasses as we speak.
Don't talk about his missus like that.
That should kill all of us. Should kill us all. Genuinely.
How are we?
Hello, how have you been,
What's
Chris?
happening? I like chill ones like this. I like it. The edge comes off a little bit.
Yeah.
We're not interviewing. We're just chatting. We're just being lads.
We haven't got to find anything out about anyone. There's none of that. So, how did you get to where you are now?
We were just being lads today.
I drove.
Just being lads. What did he say?
You drove.
No, what do you like, Chris?
How have you been, Chris?
Fucking sound.
Been having a nightmare trying to sort a game of footy out for the last couple of weeks, haven't you?
Well, do you know what? My mates do footy on Thursdays.
Sorry, lad, have we read on that? Yeah.
My mates do footy on Thursdays. Me footy team either plays Wednesday or Thursdays, and every single time I try and book something in, I've got something on. And lad, the amount of times where like my mates will say, "Footy, there's a spot there for footy tomorrow night on a Thursday,"
and you're busy.
And I go, "Yeah," and then about an hour later I go, "Oh shit, now I can't go. I've got something on." Like last weekend, I was meant to play footy on Thursday, and I was going out with work for like Monday, Thursday because we were off on a Friday.
Monday, Thursday.
Yeah,
Do you still
Monday,
call
Thursday.
it Monday,
Nah, but
Thursday?
that's what it is, innit?
That's what
You
they
know what I mean?
are teaching us. You know, the Thursday before Good Friday.
Yeah.
It's is it
Monday.
Monday?
It's M-A-U-N-D.
Oh, we did.
Why
No,
are you
everyone. We
mourning?
did. So did Jesus die on the Friday? So why is it Monday, Thursday if he died on the Friday? Because why are they mourning him if he's not dead?
Well, no, he is now.
No, I know that, but I mean,
According to the books, anyway.
is it just us that mourns? It's not.
I haven't got it.
I don't fucking know. But that's what they used to say. They used to come in and it was like, it's Ash Wednesday and tomorrow's Monday, Thursday. And then it's Good Friday.
It's Shrove Tuesday.
Shrove Tuesday, yeah,
Ash
yeah.
Wednesday, Monday, Thursday, Good Friday. and
RE, man. Did you do RE in school?
Only up until the end of year 9. Then if you didn't pick it as an option, it wasn't a mandatory
Really?
subject.
Ours was mandatory,
ours was-
weren't it?
Yeah, but ours was fucking
Right the way
Catholic
through.
school,
Right the way through.
Make sure you're getting in that mic there, Chris.
Yeah.
We need to hear all of your tones.
I've noticed with these mics, if you speak like this, it's sweet, but then if you talk like this,
Yeah.
it's like
So when I've got to like come round when I'm speaking to you.
nice. I
It's
like
like
coming
listening
on.
to someone speak through windows like...
You just sound deaf.
Well, that's
Yeah.
terrible. Don't be doing that. You just sign language to me.
You just sound like, when a deaf person that'll tell you something.
Oh, lad, I watched
like my ears is coming.
I watched the funniest video when it was a lad and he's looking out the window and his dad comes over to him and goes, "Are you alright?" And he goes, "Oh, I'm getting deaf threats." And then there's a bus outside and it's like says deaf school on it, and the kid going, so
Man,
funny.
do you know what video I think is hysterical? I don't know where it is. That wasn't okay, by the way.
I was just copying the video.
When the lad's like, oh my God, there's a sheep outside. And you can hear something that's going,
no.
and he goes
opens
around
the
the
door
corner.
and
There's
it's
some fella in a wheelchair.
Terrible, that lad.
It's horrible. It's
Heavy the
horrible.
way you'd even laugh at that, to be honest with you, mate.
I know, Chris, to be fair, I sort of brought it up to try and raise awareness for people who are suffering with disabilities, and here you are, just
You know
using
what,
the
like,
Decent, lad.
as
I seen a thing.
cheap anecdote.
Cheap thrill about you.
I seen something the other day, and it was these people talking about like what like a good thing to have was like when you find like a kid that you want, like a new mate that you've only started speaking to them.
And you find a kid you want?
No, but when you say
Epstein?
like, do you know, like you've got a new lad,
Diddy, Chris Diddy.
like a new lad that you don't really know them, but like your mate knows them, and
He's just a lad, but he's not one of the lads.
Yeah, and then like you say like a proper dark joke, and then they don't respond with laughter, they respond with a heavier joke. And
That's
then
how you know you like
you're
someone.
one of us. You
Yeah.
are one of us.
It's only- it's only-
one of us.
I think I made a joke once, not a joke about abortion, but something happened and it was like, you know how it is.
I am familiar with
you know
the
when
abortion
you know when you
jokes.
get the opportunity. Like I know it's a bit sick, but like you get the opportunity, like and crack a joke
Yeah,
about it.
yeah.
Oh my word, it was like well, that's not funny. Like, why would you even joke? And I was just like, I don't know what. That's just come to me. Lad, I'm sorry. Know what I mean? But like, no.
I was watching
It's dark, intrusive. It's when your intrusive thoughts come out and you go, grab the word. No, don't go over to it.
I was watching Bill Burr's latest special not long ago. He done that Red Rocks in
Is that the big amphitheatre?
The big outdoor one.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Colorado it is. And he was saying like, he's like, I'm pro-abortion, I'm pro-choice, but I also still think it's killing a baby. He's like, it's like when you got the ingredients for the cake. It's not a cake yet. It's like, but it will be when the virus come over and started smashing your ingredients up. He's like, it wasn't a cake yet.
Yeah.
I think that's a good way. I didn't
Good analogy.
I didn't do the analogy much justice there. I thought I was going to really pinpoint the explanation, and I feel like I made it more confusing.
A little bit.
Not more confusing, just...
Believe it then, Chris.
Yeah.
It's fucking, it's just, what are your thoughts on abortion, boys?
I think everyone's entitled to a choice, but I think you're a murderer.
But God will not forgive.
It's one of them, like, I've always been under the impression, like, yeah, it's do whatever you want, but
Sorry,
then you get the...
Can't really hear you there, Chris.
You get the people in, like, fucking American, like, like, you're on that Charlie Kirk who just sits outside unis and just rinses people for fun.
I'm not name faces. No.
Like, he just sits outside and he'll put a sign up, in front of the table, and it'll be like, abortion is murder. Prove me wrong.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah, I've seen him.
People come up to him and just start screaming in his face, and lad, them videos, like some of the funniest videos, because you watch people, and in America they're meant to have like the best colleges, best unis, and you get people that go to Harvard, and these people sit outside the unis and ask them questions like that, and they go in and they proper start screaming in the face, and they just rattle off this statistic, followed by a fact, followed by this, and then they go, yeah, but you're just racist, and like, what? So they're sitting there telling you facts, and then they just go, yeah, but you're racist. What's that got to do with abortion?
I think that,
and then they just go off on one
I think it's more so when they haven't really got a, like, not like a leg to stand on, but
You
it's
saying
like,
black people don't have legs?
No,
but I mean, like,
disabled people into it, no?
it's just, I know.
Are you skitting the black and the disabled?
Both together. Beetlejuice.
21.
LSTR. Can you spell red? Yeah, red. Yeah, LSTR. Yeah.
What's the one? He goes, when's your birthday? He goes, May 34th.
Yeah, if you dig a 10-foot hole, how many feet is that hole? Yeah, it's about 30 feet. So I think it's more so, not everyone, but like, you see a lot of the videos where they haven't really got a leg to stand on because they've said their point, and it's like, well, no, this is this point that counteracts this. And then they go, so you're telling me you're a racist? You know what I mean? It's just sort of like what's the word I'm trying to look like? Like a scapegoat, sort of like a cop-out.
Unsimilarly to my two co-hosts this evening, I actually don't mind people of other skin colours or races. I'm all for them. I feel like I'm being cornered here by...
Well, speak for yourself.
No.
Chris, get your hood out.
Oh, the pillowcase I've got, man.
Yeah. Joke. We're joking.
I've left mine
I seen a video on TikTok, and it was like, this black lad was saying about like his white mates, and he's like, well, we went into college once, and like, when you've got that white mate who's just not arsed, and he can be racist towards you, and he went to his mate, turned around to him and went, and like, I know you're not now, but you know, back in the day, right, if you was a slave, how much do you reckon you'd be worth? I was just thinking, why would you ask me that question?
I don't even think you've seen that video, Chris. I think you just wanted to
in
say that.
No, he's been at an auction.
Yeah. That's a man who knows how to
What's the name of the woman who does it, lad? And she's quite... Is it Candace something? Candace Owens?
She does auctions?
Yeah.
The one who... No, the one...
No, like storage.
No. She's just like one of them who, like...
The one who does the... She wanted to be the mayor of somewhere. I can't remember what it was, but she wanted to be the mayor of a city. A big
in America?
City in America, yeah.
Of course.
And she's one where she gets asked about all, like, the woke shit.
Yeah.
And
you see the one where she's in, like, the uni hall and someone stands up and says, like... I'm non-binary and like if anyone's got a question, get up and ask the question, but she doesn't say a question. She goes, I'm non-binary and that is my fucking sexual outlook, like or whatever. I don't know, whatever
like,
she says.
She
says
something like the things you're saying are impacting that, and she goes, she says, like, the things you're saying that are impacting the way we live our lives. And she goes, yeah, that's a statement. Move on.
Yeah.
Nice one.
I have seen that video, actually. Do you know what? Right?
And she doesn't know what
and
it's
then
like.
everyone just go, everyone's just like, what happens now? And then she just goes,
yeah, next question, thanks. See you later.
on, yeah.
Do you know what I've noticed about myself recently? I hate the person I become when I'm around one or more black people.
Right, do you turn black?
No, but I want them to like me too much. And I don't know, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I just want them to think I'm cool. Like I don't know what. Like, I start doing braver things that I usually would with caps. I'm like, I'll throw it on backwards. I'm like, I'll get. Like, honestly, who's ringing me? I apologise about this,
so what
please.
you doing is stereotyping.
I'm just gonna be 1 second. Hello, are you all right? I was just seeing if you. Sorry, boys, we'll have to just cut this out. I was just seeing if you wanted to head down to Rochi's gig tonight. But Chris is going to drop me off, me mate. So I was just seeing if you were going up there. Didn't know if you were on or not.
Of a friend I am.
Yeah, keep it in, actually. Keep it in.
Oh, go on, Sean. Have a good one then, lad. I'll get on you.
Yeah, keep it in.
Go on, say it easy, lad.
Recording the podcast, yeah.
No, yeah, so we'll cut back.
People on YouTube are waiting.
We'll cut back in.
No, we've kept it in.
No, but yeah, I do. I noticed myself doing it, and like I start really wanting them to like me. Like I don't know what it is. I don't know why. It's funny how the tables actually have turned over the last 100 years or so. But like I find myself doing it all the time, lad. And like they'll say something like, and I'm like, you don't laugh like that. Like, I start laughing different.
This Danny only laughs. You go, ha, rah, rah, rah.
Honestly,
sticky ones.
Like I don't know. Let's not do accents. Let's just seems like
I just seems sticky ones still.
I know, yeah, but you.
Why can't we do accents? I think accents are beautiful. So if you're gonna class
Brommy's the worst accents on the planet.
All right, Chris.
We might get some backlash here though, as three Scousers though.
Yeah, 100%.
We can't really chip into the accent conversation.
It's Marmite, you either love us or hate us. But I mean, why can't we do accents of other origins?
So what, like
you know the way Andrew Santino always does Asian accents?
Yeah.
Why is he not being banned?
Because he's too famous.
Because he's fucking famous, and his mate is the one he does the podcast with is Asian, and he does.
Yeah, but his name's Bobby and my name's Bobby. So should I be allowed to do the Asian accent?
No,
do you ask him to get the yellow card? Two of them and you're off, son.
Two of them, yeah.
That's good. That's good.
No, it's just I don't know what.
You're off.
I don't know. Yeah, okay then, because
because I do a cracking Indian accent.
He does.
I do a cracking Indian accent.
Like, okay, I wanna say him because I feel like this is probably a grey area for some other white folk out there.
Yeah.
Like, why can't because obviously if you are caught doing an accent, you've got to play it very sort of. You know, you've either got to do the accent very well or deal with the consequences very well.
Yeah.
So to help out our fellow white brethren, any future racial confusion that they might cause with a simple accent, like, let's role play something.
Let's not.
Let's role play something.
I'll walk into your convenience store.
No, right. Well, let's not.
There we go. So we've already started.
Yeah. So Chris is already out of this scene. Right. So this will be between me and you, Bob. Right. So okay. So I'm your head of HR.
Okay.
You've been doing your flawless but still inappropriate.
It just reminds me of The Office.
You've been doing your flawless yet still inappropriate Indian accent.
Okay.
To a fellow Indian co-worker, you thought it'd help build some common ground. Because you thought the accent was that good.
Okay.
You could do it to him and he wouldn't be like, what the fuck? He'd be like, oh, okay. Maybe you've been to Mumbai.
Okay, are you my HR?
And then, so he's taking offence to it.
Okay.
Sandeep,
HR rep or
he's HR rep.
So
are you Indian yourself as the HR rep?
No, I'm not.
No.
I'm going to steer clear of any potential.
And obviously, I'm in a HR meeting, so I can't now continue to do the accent.
No, of course not. It's not a canopy you're going to stay in. Unless you want to.
But you go in and go,
so hang on. You've just asked them to role play doing the Indian accent.
No, we never.
Chris.
That's why you're not here. You're in the shop.
This is why you're not in the meeting, Chris.
You're in the shop.
Can I have a pack of beef, please, mate?
Right, so you've done the accent to Sandeep, thinking he was going to really enjoy it. It turns out Sandeep's actually went.
Took it too deep.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
like,
okay.
Like, you maybe could have not brought props. The naan bread was inappropriate. I don't know why you brought that with you. I've no had...
Especially the curry.
I've now had to pull you in for a meeting. So I want to... Just to help people out, this is for educational purposes only.
Yeah, it's just...
I want to run through this. Okay, so Bobby.
Yes.
We've had a complaint recently.
Oh, really? Of who?
I don't think you'll be surprised to know. It was actually Sandeep.
Fuck off.
Yeah, so just in case
I mean, sorry for swearing.
No, it's okay.
Are we allowed to?
It's probably the
speak
least of
freely?
your worries.
Yeah, you're getting fucking banned, mate.
So Sandeep come into my office yesterday.
Fucking Sandeep.
And he said you thought it would be appropriate to try and have a little bit of banter with him and speak in an Indian accent. Now, he did point out the accent was flawless, but he still finds it appropriate and he's still taking offence. So how would you, would you just like to maybe try and fight your corner a little bit for me? Because I've obviously got to take this report on further to my superior, so I want to make sure I'm going in with both sides fully fledged. He has said, you did begin to dance in a way which he deems it, the head side to side.
Yeah. Listen, it's not my fault that I enjoy a classic Bollywood title.
Which classic Bollywood title do you enjoy?
Slumdog Millionaire.
Not a Bollywood film, Chris.
Pride and Prejudice. Favourite, all time, up there, number one for me.
Okay, so I think the question that the company wants to know more than anything before we decide to move forward with this
Not
issue.
the company. I want to know what the fuck's going on.
I don't know where that noise is coming from because it's just the two of us in
Is
the
that
room.
someone from the shop?
It's just the two of us in the room. We'll leave that. We'll move by that. So now, despite how flawless the accent may be, why did you think it was appropriate?
Right. It's not the fact that I thought it was appropriate. So basically, I've been watching that much Bollywood recently that when I've now came into work, and I know I've only known Sandeep for 8 hours.
It was his first day?
Yeah, it was his first day, yeah. But I thought, common ground. I like Bollywood titles. You obviously like Bollywood titles. He's never even heard of Bollywood. Didn't know that till later. But I thought, with me watching that much Bollywood anyway, I was sort of starstruck when I seen him because I just thought...
I think
Can you understand what I'm saying?
I think
it was a bit of a starstruck.
I think you'll be surprised to know that Sandeep and his family actually hail from Iran.
Oh, right.
And
Shit.
they're actually not even Indian.
Can I just...
Sorry, Chris has just walked in the room.
Can I just butt in on this HR meeting in a minute? And
Please do, Chris. Please. Butt
Hello,
in on
Sandeep.
Hello, Sandeep.
You were, yeah?
Hello, Sandeep.
I'd like to report.
Sandeep, you don't seem to be speaking the way you usually do. Is everything okay?
I've moved on.
From
Bollywood.
in Iran.
In Iran.
So what you're basically saying here, Sandeep,
Okay,
is
Sandeep.
Is he letting me off?
Sandeep.
Is he not pressing charges?
Sandeep, well, I'm not the police. I'm just the HR rep. That's why I've got the clipboard.
Yeah. I didn't even know
Sandeep,
so.
would you please like to just repeat to me, with or without the accent, that's your prerogative. What was it that Mr. Tidmarsh actually said to you?
Do you like poppadoms with your curry?
Can I not ask what people are having for dinner anymore, HR representative?
I feel like you can.
Exactly.
That's not a problem.
Sandeep, have you just got it in for me here, Sandeep?
But let's say you had an Italian co-worker.
Right.
Would you walk in and go, are you having a meatball tonight? I don't feel like you would.
I hope you never speak to Rocky.
Who the fuck?
I'm trying to think of an
mate.
Italian name. It couldn't come to me.
I feel like this
Michelangelo. Jesus.
Do you
Michelangelo.
know, speaking on that though, right?
Are you still
do you know-
Sandeep or are you Chris
No,
now?
this is just
So you got to say
normal.
what is it? It's
Unseen.
No,
Unseen,
not
anyway.
unseen because you can cut in and cut out, can't you?
Okay.
So,
we
action.
will run through a few different
Cut.
scenes.
Okay.
So it's unseen on the Sandeep saga.
Okay. Unseen.
But-
All right, we'll cut through
But
unseen.
just for
Okay.
reference, as the HR, I don't think I'm letting you off with that, and you are now on a verbal and written warning.
So it didn't get sacked.
No,
Nice.
disciplinary.
Well, if the
Nice.
Catholic Church can just move the priests around, we can just put you in the London office as long as you don't mind relocating.
Won't there be more Indians there? I'd end up getting
That
sacked.
again's right. Now you're sacked because that was racist. That was racist again. You trim the line.
London's more multicultural.
Exactly. That's
Anyway,
what I was going for.
what I was saying, what
Shut
I was
Nice
going to
knowing you.
chime in with, right? Do you know the way you, like, I know taking a piss and whatever, but do you know the way you said about Bollywood and Indian people? Do you reckon Indian,
I'd love to know where this is
do you
going.
reckon Indian people, and like, so this goes for like Chinese, this goes for fucking American, well not so much American,
Chollywood
but South American, Asian.
Hollywood.
No, South America. What did he say?
Bollywood, Chollywood, and Hollywood.
No,
That was
what
good,
I was
yeah.
gonna say was, do you reckon, like, do you know that you say like Indians watch Bollywood films and shit?
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
reckon? Do you know the way, like, obviously, let's say for instance you've got like a worldwide film like, don't know, James Bond.
Yeah.
Do you reckon people in in Asia, people in China,
Watch it.
people like watch it
Probably.
and or watch more of their own
Bollywood.
countries films.
So-
Because I've always thought like you've got all them like that
Do
film.
you realise how populated India is, though?
No, I know, but you know, like that film Parasite. It's like
Yeah,
Korean or something in it.
Quality movie,
But
by
it's
the
a
way. Have you seen
belter.
that?
It's a
I
belter
haven't.
film.
Boss, watch it.
It's a belter film, but you reckon they're more
It's all
watched
subtitled,
by their own
No,
culture
no,
or
no,
by
no.
all
Parasite's
over the world?
not. So you always have them odd things that break through, like
Squid Game.
Squid Game. Money
Yeah,
Heist.
that's what
Money
I mean.
Heist was only
Spanish.
ever on the Spanish Netflix. It was never
Yeah.
on the English
Well,
one.
that's what
Money
I'm
Heist
saying.
is so good.
Money Heist bust.
But
So
do you reckon
loads of
that's
things like that.
for films all over the world where like
Probably.
Indian people will not only watch, but do you reckon that's like their main
Bollywood.
thing is
Or
they
like-
watch Bollywood
yeah,
made
yeah.
films because
Definitely.
Bollywood's fucking film studios are fucking
Bollywood's
massive.
massive. Bollywood's
massive.
Bollywood's bigger than Hollywood, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
because-
Like in terms of
Is it a real place?
I don't even think it is me.
I think it's
The Bollywood
it's,
Hills.
It's Bollywood. It's not. It's Bollywood studios though, innit? It's like a.
I don't think it's one specific.
Yeah, I
but
don't think they're like Warner Brothers. I think it's more of a genre.
yeah.
No, but it's sort
It's
of
Bolly.
is and
If
it
you're
isn't.
watching a Bollywood movie, it's always Indian people in it, and it's a song and a dance in it. Is that
Generally.
Google on your phone there Bollywood, right? Because I'm sure it's every film is like obviously they're all Indian and it's all a song and a dance. But in terms of India anyway, like the biggest, well, I don't know if it still is now, but the most subscribed YouTube channel was like an Indian.
Tech support.
Yeah. No, no, it's like an Indian. Like
What am I
where
saying?
they took snippets out of films and shit. I thought.
'Cause-
Oh, like Watch Mojo.
Yeah, like a
Something
but like an
that.
Indian
Time
version
for
for
your
Bollywood.
top five
there, boss,
sad
them.
moments in
Top-
films about
top
dogs.
10. Like top 10 pause movements in films and
Yeah.
that.
Films.
Right, yeah, I think I quite like what we're doing with the improvisation here. I think
I
it's-
like them. Yeah, go on.
So, is there any other
But
day-to-day occurrences where people seem to be getting in trouble now? Okay,
Okay, go on.
now this could be treading on.
they're nice.
Yeah, but
We love that here.
I don't even know what I'm looking for now.
Just type in what is Bollywood. Just
What-
what is
what
it?
is
Like, because I wonder if is Bollywood
Is
just
it a
the
place?
genre?
Is what is
What is
What
Bollywood?
is Bollywood?
Because if it's just a genre.
It's Hindi cinema, popularly known as Bollywood, is formerly known as Bombay cinema, refers to the film industry based in
Belter pot
Mumbai,
noodle, by the way.
Nice.
engaged in production of motion pictures in Hindi language. So it's not really a
Hindi.
place, or it's just
Yeah.
it's
It's just a genre.
Well,
of
like,
film.
it
yeah,
wasn't
it's
a
a
place.
genre
Yeah.
of film.
Just a-
Hindi cinema.
But I'm sure, honestly, Bollywood is, in terms of the film industry, is the biggest.
it is because it's
But when you watch the films, half of them are fucking dog shite. Like, I remember watching one and it was a fella as Superman. And it
Oh,
was
lad.
just
the
ridiculous.
low-budget Indian films are some of the
it's
Ridiculous.
like that fucking Indian thriller.
Ah!
Vale, man.
Yeah, it's a tune, that one.
Belter,
It is a tune.
belter.
Have you
Let
not
me
seen
play
it?
it now.
That's exactly it.
You did that
Listen,
better than I'm comfortable with.
Indian
See, this
thriller.
see, Sandeep's onto something.
lad, I'm not messing. It is the belt.
Do you know, are you trying to find it?
Nah,
It goes,
I found it.
Put it to the mic.
It's girly man.
Girly man.
Dun 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 dun.
What?
Dun 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 dun.
Put it to the mic.
That's exactly it.
It's boss, you know.
He goes, girly man. We need to watch the videos, boss, for it. Watch. Spot on, watch on it.
Girly man. Man.
Watch when he sings the thing in it.
Man.
What? Fucking what?
Hey. Going in your next set, this.
Yeah, fucking ram it. Bam.
But the video is
I'm
like,
into it.
It's a tune.
it's like,
I'd love to know what he's saying.
Better than drum and bass.
Look. Girly man.
What?
Is it a song about transgenders?
Okay, there's our next topic of improvisation.
Go on.
So, now I want it because this could only be a two-way conversation.
Right.
But we need to think. We need to make it a three-way conversation because obviously I'd like us all involved. We're all tremendous actors. We've all got great minds.
Are we still all in a HR meeting?
We'll have to try and paint a bit of a different picture for this one. Okay, so Bobby, you've misgendered me.
Okay.
Oh, lads, don't go there with this. I fucking can't stand it. I hate it. It's one of my
Excuse me.
And these are the words of Chris Andrews.
Chris Andrews, not solely Chris Andrews.
Officially affiliated with the What's Happening podcast.
Lads, I am not messing. It is one of this is up there now with one of my most infuriating things.
Okay,
right.
I would smash my head against the wall and rather.
Oh, like Chris is misgendered.
Right, okay, no, right. So,
I'm just a passerby, disgusted at Chris.
You've still misgendered me.
Okay.
But for some reason,
Chris
couldn't work this out amicably.
Okay.
So we have decided to go to a mediator.
Okay.
And
no, but he's going to be on my... He's very biased.
No, but I believe because I think, you know, people, I consider myself an ally. And I'm of the firm belief anybody is willing and free to identify as whatever they wish.
Yeah.
So I believe I can make a good and solid enough point given my beliefs and my support for the community to potentially sway Chris's mind. So Chris, you are aware of your role. You are the mediator.
So what have I misgendered you as?
So I am a female identifying biological male.
What the fuck do you mean? So you was a female?
I was born a male.
Oh, but okay.
I now identify as a female.
Okay.
And we were both stood next to each other at the urinal.
Okay,
and you said
like, that's a big dick.
No. And you said, excuse me, fella. Could you pass us the bog roll? I've splashed a little bit.
Okay.
And I've said, sorry, did you just call me fella? I'm a woman.
What I want to know is why is the fucking bog roll at a urinal?
Well, Chris, we were in a high class establishment. They understand that people can splash back, and they don't want people being embarrassed.
There's a butler there who's got toilet paper on the van, but
are they a female or a male?
We'll see. That's the thing. We didn't ask them, so we can't say for certain.
That is true.
Now, Chris, as the mediator, I'd like to tell you what happened. I'm stood at the urinal next to this male.
Yeah.
Next to this male.
Assume that.
But that's why I asked.
No. Yeah, you did ask.
That's why I asked.
Hold the phone, Chris, a minute.
So just, you just wait for the gate to open before you run. Now, I was stood next to this confirmed male at the urinal. He is then referred to me with he's referred to as a male. I am by all intents and purposes, and I identify as a female. I believe he has misgendered me, and I have come to you to discuss this because we're trying to work out who's right and who's wrong in the situation. If you'd like to give your side of the story, I'm willing to be here whilst the bigot speaks.
So we know how it is when you're at the urinal sometimes and you're having a piss and you shake it too much and it goes a bit everywhere.
Yeah.
So obviously I've seen this.
I'm aware.
Yeah, so I've seen
Let me just
Daniela next to me. I've later just found out that her name was Daniela. So I'll continue to call you Daniela.
I appreciate that.
So I turned to Daniela, obviously seen Daniela with penis in hand. Penis bigger than mine, actually. So I've just...
Was it erect?
No, it wasn't erect.
No.
It wasn't.
Okay. It wasn't.
So I've then politely asked Daniela, obviously not knowing her by her name or gender.
I was wearing a dress.
Yeah, she was wearing a dress. But like I said again, because the skirt was pulled up, it looked like shorts.
Next question, was you pull up skirt or...
No, pull up.
So are you victim blaming at the moment?
No. I'm just
He's just asking. Daniela, chill the fuck out. He's asking.
I believe.
I'm trying. Listen, take some estrogen pills and fucking shut up.
Right, well, we'll cut that bit because that was a bit fast, so we'll move past that. I just feel like I'm being mistreated and I feel like I'm being victimised.
In all seriousness though, right? In all seriousness though, right? Like, my ex had a mate who works in a bank.
Is this relevant to my current situation with this man?
And
was they having a piss at you now?
They worked with someone who day by day would go into work as a different gender.
Yeah,
and that for me.
Why?
That for me. No, but that for
me. Are they not free to do so?
No, they.
Why can't
they? But that for me is like, it's a piss take because.
But it's not for you.
No,
it's for them. I'm just asking, Chris. I'm just
where's the fucking walls?
Back to the matter at hand, anyway.
But back into the scene.
So I've
been assaulted.
I've seen Daniela. Didn't realise it was a skirt at the time. Thought, well, that's a very florally florally one piece that this person is wearing. So obviously
It could be like Calvert-Lewin though, couldn't you? Do you know what I mean? Wearing
It was a
dresses.
unisex garment.
Yeah, but I didn't know that at the time. But even that though, I've obviously, when you're in the urinal and you've got people next to you, and you'd always like to have a little look down at the junk, pay them a little compliment or two.
As a woman, I can say I do the same.
Yeah, so I said, wow, what a piece.
You
And then
have
said,
say.
can you do me a favour, fella? Where basically turned around and slapped me with his penis.
But that's where the crime was committed.
Yeah.
So you
I've
sexually assaulted him, and
No,
you're
I actually-
trying to
I
get
didn't-
him done.
I didn't slap him with his penis.
He just sprayed me with
I would appreciate if for the matter at hand you would remain factual.
Okay. So how did you think it went then? So I called you fella, you kicked off. I've seen your Adam's apple going crazy.
You don't know the name of my apple. And secondly,
Is
before
adamantium apple?
before interacting with me, I feel like you should have at least found out what it is I identify as, so that we could then proceed with the conversation
Right.
in a well-mannered and a respectful way towards everybody's beliefs and everybody's way of life.
And I agree with what you've just said, but at the same time, if you wanted to stick to that motion, when I turned around and called you fella, you should have then turned around and said, I'm actually not a fella, I'm a female.
And then
I
at
was
what
simply
point
too
you, and
gobsmacked.
then at what point you should have said, well, you're in the wrong fucking box then, lad.
No, you've just misgendered it.
I am being attacked.
Lad, it's lad
At all angles.
Lad's
Jesus.
just short for
I'm even
lady.
feeling sorry for you now. Sorry,
So,
fella.
no, because you see, the thing is, the toilets that were in the toilets that were in the establishments,
The unisex.
they weren't suited for me. And do you know what? We'll go with
Do
unisex.
you know what though, right? There's been times when I enjoy a sit-down piss, so why didn't you go for a sit-down piss, Daniela?
I simply, with my own free will, decided not to.
Would have saved us all the hassle.
Sorry, you've suffered no hassle. I am the victim.
That is true. But
Nah, but that's the grey area.
the gay area, fucking
Whoa.
Chris, you are on one today,
Whoa.
mate. They never said
No,
they were
listen,
gay.
you-
I'm the
in a
HR
situation-
manager here.
No, you're not.
Quiet.
You're the mediator.
Quiet.
No, you're all, man.
Did you just misgender me?
Do you just assume his role?
Nah, it's going too far now.
I feel like I want to think of some more of these, though. I feel like this could.
Nah,
This could
is-
escalate
lad,
into something.
This shouldn't go any further, because there was one episode of the podcast we done where I got fucking slated by someone in the comments, right?
To be fair, the blackface wasn't.
Yeah,
weird
it was a
vibe
bit.
against
We
it.
shouldn't have done that.
Which?
The blackface.
We had to edit this out where you did that, Chris.
Remember
it was
when
just
you painted all
inappropriate.
your face black?
It was just,
Not a chance.
it was just wrong, Chris. Really. It was just
so many
a-
levels.
In
Just
a
a low
past,
blow.
in a past episode of the podcast, I was wrongfully accused of several comments made
Being
by
being a
Yeah.
sympathizer. Yeah.
a
and-
racist sympathiser.
No, the other one.
Oh, racist with a P.
Yeah.
Pacist?
I was wrongfully accused of being a sympathiser.
Well, who was you sticking up for?
Russell Brand.
was
Oh, yeah,
sticking
that
up-
was
I
it, yeah.
sticking-
And Rolf
I
Harris.
wasn't. I,
Jeffrey Epstein. Yeah.
I
He
wasn't.
actually said, P. Diddy, not a bad guy.
Yeah. No, I wasn't like, and the person in the comments obviously didn't watch the podcast, listen to the little bit, and just went off on one. But I'm not like, I've got like strong views on certain things where like people can get a bit irate.
Yeah.
So I always like, I don't know, it's a mad one, because
You're always trying to
my-
play devil's advocate.
my not devil's advocate, because like when it
Oh, no,
comes-
not devil's advocate because you believe it's true.
no, but yeah, until it's true,
Yeah.
it's so bad. Like,
Did anything even happen to Russell Brand?
No, because
Nothing.
well, exactly. It's just went. Where's it?
Because you know what it's like
just
nowadays.
disappeared.
You know what it's like
It's
nowadays.
disappeared.
If he'd have done something, what people were claiming,
P.
would
Diddy would have had video proof of it.
yeah, that is true. They wouldn't have been charged over it. They would have already, wouldn't they?
Exactly.
See, but then you never know though, because there is like then you have got to then take into account things that have happened lately with people like P. Diddy and all, like.
Yeah, but that's my point. Is there's proof and it's actually evidence that it's happening.
Yeah, but how long did it
Whereas-
take to get there?
Yeah,
There's
but-
shit that happened in the
yeah,
90s.
but what I'm saying is people like Ched Evans, who used to play for Sheffield United, he was a good player playing at a good level in the Premier League.
Sheffield United.
He wasn't in the Premier League.
At the time, I think they were Championship or coming up up towards the Premier League.
Yeah, you've got to stop raping before you get to the Premier League, or it's game over.
But what I'm saying is, he was in a good position in his career. One bird says he raped me all over the papers. Ched Evans is a rapist. Ched Evans this. Ched Evans that.
Yeah.
He goes into Nick, and the bird goes, "Oh, not allowed."
No, I don't agree with none of that shit, lad. Yeah, I'm with you.
I'm not a sympathiser with it, but I think the worst thing should be happening, like chemistry castrated, the locks hung, drawn and quartered, if it's 100% true. But people that just use it to get out of a situation, like, lad, I got shagged by this fella, I'm going to say rape me so I don't look as bad.
Listen, I'm not even messing.
That's what gets me, and it proper pisses me off.
Not first hand account, because then that would be
though,
me.
So that doesn't get dragged out of context, maybe that last thing Chris just said we should cut.
What did you say?
What?
When you were about, like, oh, a bird, look at shagged by a lad. That might have to go, because people will jump on that.
No, a bird.
Just keep in mind on the time,
A bird will have sex with a lad. A bird will have sex with a lad. And they'll go, listen, I don't like the way I done that. It makes me look like a bit of a slag. I'll say he raped me, and then I look all right.
Not so much that all the time.
Not all the time.
I can say this because I know people it's happened to, where they've stopped speaking to a bird, they've been goosing for a bit, and next minute they're throwing them accusations about.
I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't.
And it's because...
But it's not all the time.
Not all the time, but
people, if you've ever been in that experience anyway, you should definitely speak up. And I understand why it's such a mad topic, because I understand why people won't speak up, because people will be like, oh, they won't believe me. And then I understand that there's a completely polar opposite side, where there's people who will make up these fucking allegations.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's definitely just as much as there is people who are out there who are fucked up enough to go and commit that offence. Yeah. There is people who are equally as fucked up who will
claim that.
Like, and you'll never truly know. You'll never truly be able to weigh up the percentages of what does and doesn't happen, and who isn't lying. But all I want to know in relation to it is, where does that leave me with being misgendered at the urinal?
Yeah, I think I'd say...
I still feel like I'm a victim of a verbal attack on my human rights.
Right. I don't know. I think it's a tough one, mate, because if you look like a fella, I'm going to call you a fella.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know. I think it's a bit of a sticky one still.
It's the fucking...
Tell us in the comments, was I the victim of a hate crime?
Yeah, I'm gonna probably say no. I don't think you were a victim of a hate crime.
Because unless you've already met that person and they know, if I see a person, boobies, bum, no penis, long hair, pretty face, and I go, "Are you okay, love?" And they go, "I'm a man." I go, "Well, you're not." How am I meant to know
would
that?
you say that though?
Well,
because do you know the way you just went, I'd go, well, you're not. Couple of questions. A, would you? B, if you would, why?
If you would what?
Why?
If you would what though?
If you would go, yeah, well, you're not.
No, but you know what I'm saying, is in like, if it's hard for you to go round saying to people, I am not the gender you perceive me to be. If they don't know who you are, and there's the first time seeing you.
Yeah, do you want to know my stance on
stupid.
If we wank the same with the same gender.
Yeah. Do you want to know what my stance is on it, right? Because there's people in Liverpool who are transgender, male to female, and I'm not, like, they look nicer than half of the women in Liverpool. Like, I'll just tell you, I'll be real with you. But then you've got I
agree.
You've got the other side, which is like,
it's like, take them heels
fella,
off.
Like someone who's 6'5" wearing a wig, or not even wearing a wig. They're just 6'5" and say, "No, I'm a woman." But they've got a deeper voice than me. So if my first talk with you or whatever, and I misgender you, and you go, "Oh, listen, I'm a girl." All right, sound fair enough. I'll call you by you, but fucking Stephanie or whatever.
I'll call
but
you by whatever you want to be called.
It depends what the reaction is. Because if they're 6'5" and they've got an Adam's apple sticking out of their fucking throat like that, and they're going, I'm a female, I'm kicking off at me, I'd be like that. Well, why are you flipping on me? You don't look like one. That's just me being fucking serious.
No, I get what you're saying there, but like, you've also then got to look at it, like, generally speaking, when you have fortunate enough to meet a trans woman, how many of them tend to be 6'5"?
No,
you know what I mean? Like, it's not like Sammy Hippie is coming in and going, "You will call me Samantha." It's like, "I've seen you rise above everybody in the corner."
No, but you know what I mean, though, like.
So what you're saying, right? Let me just get this right, because if I've got it wrong, I'd like to know, but this is what, in my head, you've just said to me.
Come on.
If you identify as a woman,
Yeah.
I will refer to you as a woman if I deem you shaggable. If I don't,
What?
if I don't,
What?
then
Spot on! Spot on!
No, because all I was going to say is,
Listen,
yeah.
so you'd obviously have there's a bit of an in between anyway. So you've got people who are like male converting to female, and you would never even know that they were a boy to begin with, right? Then you've got the people on the in between where it's like they could be, they couldn't be. You know, we've all been in that, like, you know.
There's always one that works in a CX or a game or a HMV, and you're like, I don't know what I'm looking at.
You know, or that corner shop as you're coming out of Central, the one where they play with the figurines on the little table.
Warhammer.
That one.
Warhammer.
Okay.
I've never really looked in there.
Game workshop. So you've got the middle ground, and then you've got the complete, like a 50-year-old fella who still wears
Proper
suits,
leisurely off Benadryl.
and you'd never think that it was a
No,
woman.
do you know what it is? It's like
So
that.
it's like you know, that's I've never been in that circumstance anyway. I don't think I ever would be, but I don't know how I'd handle it if I was to speak to, because the way I speak to people anyway, like if I'm speaking to a girl or I'm speaking to a lad, it's like, what's happening, fella, or how are we, girl, or
Yeah,
so it's
yeah.
I do gender them without realising I'm doing it.
Yeah.
And no one's ever said anything to me. I don't know how I'd react if I was like, oh, what's happening, fella, and they were like, nah, I'm a bird, me. Know what I mean?
I'd be like, all right, brother, take them heels off and let's...
You know what I mean? I
let's
wouldn't
get eye
know.
level
Yeah,
again.
I wouldn't do it. But the same thing again. I still wouldn't do it out of like, not like a spite thing, but like, you know, if there was a person who looked like a full-on man, but they had little kitten heels on and a fucking skirt, I wouldn't go over and be like, what's
They're one of them
happening,
ones
fella?
who's just doing it so they can get in the women's toilets and you can't tell them you can't go in there. I know the ones, I mean, it's like, you see them videos and it's like some blatant fella's got a wig and a dress on and a little bit of kitten heels and he's like, I went in for a piss and they were all saying you've got to get out. It's like, yeah, like, 'cause they see you getting chased outside, that's why. Like, stop lying. Because that's the thing. It is a slippery slope, because as soon as it is still a very confusing area in society, because like there is people who genuinely are like they don't feel like they were born in the right body, and then like who are we to go, well no, you can't do that, but then there has been like
There's the people who take the piss with it.
yeah,
but then
like,
you've got
like,
the fucking nutcases in America who like I always use the sort of analogy. How old were you when you said to your mum, like, I want my hair like this? Like when you went to barbers, or when you like, how old was you when you went when your mum stopped going, right, time for bed?
So I was young. Well, no, it's fucking nice. I had a bedtime when I was like year 9.
No, but my point is, you still had a bedtime when you were in year 9. Was you like 13, 14?
Yeah.
You got kids in America that are 7 years old going, I think I'm a boy. So the mums,
the parents are pushing it on them.
So the mums are putting
Most
them
of
on
them.
hormone replacement
Fucked
therapy.
up, lad.
Yeah, though, that's fucked
that
up.
they use
Fucked
for like castrating pedos.
Yeah, fucked
and
up,
you're
lad.
going,
They'll never
well,
be able to
how is
use
that-
it again.
how is that
Fucking
right?
mad.
I seen a tweet before, like actually that perfectly encapsulates what it is that we're talking about right now, and I'm gonna find it.
Darwin
It was
Nunes has put the ball in the back of the net.
As he is scored, lovely.
I love that. So it was somebody tweeted. Now this isn't that in direct relation to what we were saying here, but the quote tweet sort of sums up where we're going with it. Someone's tweeted, a person smoking fentanyl on the train is not making you unsafe. Stop trying to find ways to hate poor people. So then someone retweeted it.
Stop touching that.
And said, sorry, someone retweeted it and said, the left has been ruined by brain dead idiots who are in a constant competition to be the most tolerant retard online.
I don't know what you mean.
Right, okay, so here's what I'm saying. So realistically, if it wasn't for the sort of social pressure that's driven by social media to like when the whole sort of trans movement came about, there was a little bit of kickback from society at first because it was something different, and then eventually people sort of went like, yeah, do you know what, fuck
It is what it is, yeah.
If you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it. I'm not asked, do your thing. But then like you get people who, and I think social media is a big driving force behind it, people who just want to look like they're doing the most right. So it's like people who will go and put their kids on like hormone replacements
Because they think it's the right thing to do.
Because not even necessarily, like, and then it begs the question of, do they think it's the right thing to do, or do they want other people to look at them and go, they're tolerant?
It's like a
talking
social
about-
construct sort of thing.
They're all having a competition to see who can be the most right.
Yeah.
I
I agree with
apologise
that.
if there's any younger people watching this podcast who are still...
Well, he shouldn't be. Get to
thinking,
bed.
But you're talking about kids that still believe in Santa.
Yeah.
And they're on hormone replacement.
Yeah.
Tell you what, this calls for the scene.
Wait there. Can we do the scene? I've got one question to ask, and
Go
then
on.
I'll elaborate on it, right?
Okay.
But I want to hear your thoughts on it. Do you think being transgender or thinking that you're a different
Gender.
is that a mental illness?
See, no,
Yeah, because
I don't think...
because
Straight in with it.
Yeah, he's just... Yeah, he does.
But this was saying
Yeah,
before.
yeah, lunatics, and then that's it. Just say nothing else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
saying, you know, like the views are fucking like very black and white when it comes to it. Like,
Let's not bring that into it.
Jesus
That's a whole
Christ,
other
I'm not,
conversation we don't want to have.
There's not like a grey area for me. It's just like there is and there isn't. Whereas if you think you should be in someone else's body, or if you think you're meant to be a girl, then you're just a feminine boy. You're not meant to be a girl. You're just a feminine lad. That's it.
I don't know.
And
It's
you get feminine people that like people used to think David Walliams was gay.
David Walliams is gay.
But
Yeah,
he's very feminine. But he's got a wife and kids.
Elton John was married.
No, I know other people
You
are
use that
different in
all
other
the time,
ways.
don't
Yeah,
you?
but it's so true,
Yeah, but
though.
you know Elton John, if he didn't wear the outfits he wore, you wouldn't think he was gay.
Yeah, but when you seen him sucking a dick, you probably go, that's gay.
No,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you wouldn't think... But the way he speaks and his mannerisms, you wouldn't think he was gay unless he wore the stuff. And unless you knew he was gay, you wouldn't.
Just to answer your question about do I think it's a mental illness, I feel like I'm going to have to repair some of the damages Chris has just done to all of our
haven't done
reputations
any
there by
damage.
just saying yeah. But, see, I don't think it, as a whole, is a mental illness, but one thing that I think you cannot deny is... So the way, and this is again, it's mostly America where this happens, but they send people who are transgender into schools to talk to people about just about that topic. And obviously, especially when you're in your teens, let's say you're still in school, you're still at a very, 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 very impressionable age, and there's definitely been a spike in this, and this is definitely, and like, I'm not giving...
Spike in what, sorry?
So I'm not giving an opinion on whether or not I think anything is anything, but one thing you cannot deny has happened is, since all this thing has came about, people, and you see it a lot online, who, generally speaking, have maybe felt like a bit of an outcast socially for a big part of their life.
Then they're doing that,
And then they're getting people who are like, oh, have you not felt like you for a few years?
Yeah.
So then they see that and they go, oh, well, yeah, I've felt a little bit lost in myself for a while. I've not really felt like I fit in. I've never really found my own like crowd. Maybe, they felt the same.
Yeah.
So then I'm gonna, and that is definitely like as much as there are people who genuinely like, obviously, like you can't deny that the people who are transgender. I think I think factually speaking, it is a thing, but the way it's being done, mostly in America, the way it's being pushed onto people, I think it's sort of herded people into, oh yeah, well, I've felt the way they've just described they felt, and that's because they're actually a woman, so maybe that's the case for me. And that has happened.
So, all right, so you're not saying that it is a mental illness,
But
right?
I think people who are mentally ill are more susceptible
to make laws on the fact that, like, in America and especially Canada now, where if you misgender someone, and say if it's your first time meeting them, I'm sure Canada passed a law. You can check it if you want. I can't.
Maybe check it before you tell us.
But I'm sure Canada passed a law on free speech where if you misgender someone, it's a
violation.
It's like a verbal attack. So it's like a.
It's not just a fucking accent, lad.
What's the word?
Lad, you got an Adam's apple, lad.
Sometimes.
No, but there's a word for it, and it's like, you know, the way like racial abuse is a crime.
Like
It's a hate crime.
It's considered a hate crime,
It's considered a hate crime to misgender someone.
If you genuinely got it,
you can actually be given prison time to misgender someone.
Fuck, imagine you rated someone, no, lads. What was it? What's that, lad? You're like, excuse me?
And then they'd be like,
Police.
you'd be like, yeah, but you're not trans. You'd be like, oh!
Excuse.
Oh!
Now you've opened a whole lot of kind of worms.
I do think, like, I think...
Yeah, so, sorry. So, a 50-year-old man comes in. You know he's 50.
Yeah.
But he starts crawling on all fours, telling you that he's a 6-year-old.
And he's a dog.
See, well, that's...
Is that a mental illness?
No, that's like a little subsection of, again, it's mostly like an online community type thing. there are like as soon as the whole thing of okay, I'm transgender was sort of socially passed, and we were all like, yeah, okay, you can be then, like I mean, not that it was up to anybody else anyway, but like that was the thing. You're getting people now who were like, I am trans age, and then I'm trans race.
It was the same thing with you went you're allowed to wear a hijab through the airport, so people were then walking in with pots and pans on their head, going, well, my religion is the flying spaghetti monster. Yeah, there was all over. I'll have to try and find a minute. There was a fella who was walking out an airport with a big pan on his head, like a sieve that you sieve fucking spaghetti through, and then he said, no, that's my religion. It's the religion of the flying spaghetti monster. You know what I mean? So you're always, but I'm talking genuinely. If someone come in here and he was 50 and he was started like sitting there sucking a thumb saying, oh, I'm only
no,
4.
you batter him. You start kicking him.
It's like that scene.
As a group.
But 10, 20, 30 years ago,
You'd call him mental.
you'd say the same thing if someone come in here and was like, I'm a woman.
Yeah, but you see, then again, it goes into what I was saying before.
So when does it sort of end? Because
it doesn't,
how does it not? And maybe I'm probably just chatting a load of shit here, but I'm just trying to fucking whatever. But like, how do you not know that in the next 20 odd years that could be a thing where it's like, actually, do you know what? I'm not that. You know what I mean?
Well, I think it's
because if you think about it from the old, like the absolute logical standpoint, right? So I'm talking like you die 300 years later, someone digs up your bones and they know from your bone density that if you were male or female, right?
Yeah.
And that's what you are, right? People saying that
really passionate,
saying that they are the male or female is them actually saying that. So where does it stop with if I want to go, nah, I'm actually 12?
If you were to say that in like a debate, you get it with, oh, well, sex and gender is now a different thing. Apparently, you know, years ago, like, your gender and your sex was pretty much hand in hand, like you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you get now that say that it's not malleable, like it doesn't coincide with each other when it fucking does. It just does.
Yeah, you get like there's a whole thing now of like your sex is what you were biologically born as, but people are now saying that gender's a spectrum, so like you can land anywhere on that spectrum despite your biological sex. So you can then your gender, you can basically fucking throw a dart at a gender globe, and you are whatever it lands on.
But is gender and sex is the same thing, though, isn't it?
No, I was always under the impression that it was,
because whenever you're writing anything out, it says gender/sex.
Yeah,
so why would they be together?
It's like it's a thing now, and I don't know if it's valid or not. I'm just an uneducated white man.
I'm not to say that I'm not massively educated on it, but I can only go off the things I sort of know.
Like I think, is it time for a scene?
Yeah, go on then.
Can we work a scene into this?
Yeah. Go on.
Okay, let's try and think of the setup then.
I'm a white man.
Okay, let's try and think of a setup then. Bobby, you are a 40-year-old male,
okay,
who is now identifying as a 6-year-old boy.
Okay.
Now, this is a little bit of an interesting one, because earlier on in this episode, you were playing the role of the oppressor and I was the oppressed.
Okay.
Now, we're flipping the script. Chris, if you'll mediate for us again, but we need you to remain objective. Your opinion cannot come into this. You must take our arguments on board.
Can I just say one quick thing that I thought that it's sort of on the scene?
Go on.
But have you seen that video of the woman who gets the language disease when she wakes up?
It's got an Asian accent.
When she wakes up from a fucking...
You could do that in the HR meeting.
When she wakes up from a surgery. Shit. And she's fucking English, never been to China, doesn't have any Chinese.
It's so
she even rang the bank to get a voice note of herself ringing the bank before the accident, and she's just speaking normal.
And she's speaking pure, like, Chinese English.
Chinglish.
It's so
That
weird.
was close, wasn't it?
That was close. It's good though. It's like Chollywood. Right, so I'm the oppressed.
So you came in.
Yeah.
And you've said to me, like, okay, let's say, right, okay, this could be a HR one again. I'm just your supervisor at work. Chris is the HR rep.
Okay.
Bobby's worked with us for... Bobby's worked with us for 7 years.
Yeah.
He's always been, he started working with us as a 33-year-old, lad. He's now a 40-year-old man. But today he's come in and said that we must refer to him as a 6-year-old boy. That's not what he identifies as. That's how he sees himself. But my argument is we don't employ 6-year-olds. Mm-hmm. But then you're saying if we sack it, it's a hate crime. So
all right. So okay.
If you'd like to lead.
So what? Basically, yeah. Age is a social construct.
Hang on.
I'm 6 years old, lad.
But yesterday, Bobby, you were 40 and drove here.
So
But that doesn't matter because I decided last night I'm 6.
So we'll have to take your licence for the start.
But why though, lad?
Because you're 6.
That now makes your
Age is
wife.
a
That
constant.
now makes your wife a paedophile. You're gonna ruin people's lives. Are you willing to do that for the sake of such a silly fickle?
then-
Listen,
Once.
lad, I
Once.
can't. Shut up a minute, HR.
Whoa,
I
speak
can't.
respect your elders.
I can't.
Yeah, me there, you know, little rat.
So anyway, back to it. So the thing with it, yeah.
Why you're a proper...
Have you seen that little fella on Facebook who's deaf or nonce?
That tiny Tim.
Yeah, he's like.
My mum's dancing.
Lad,
Have you seen that
he's
video?
a nonce, lad. I'm not asked to
have you
check
seen
that
the video
man's
of-
files,
Have
bro.
you seen a video on Pedo and says, the busy's fine as fella, and he go, yeah, so we're here, we've heard that you're fucking talking about kids, and we've seen some kids playing in the park recently, and he goes, where? Oh, man, he proper looks like,
So anyway,
if you got a picture of a
back
nonce,
to
it would be
it,
him.
HR.
Okay.
What was we saying? What was the last thing I said?
We-
Oh,
we-
well, you know, I'm
respect
going to ruin
your
a lot of
elders.
people like, yeah. I was going somewhere with it, sorry. I'm going
voice
back to my normal
is,
voice a minute there. Sorry, let me 40-year-old voice.
Have you seen the fucking... It's in relation to this thing.
By the way, you are a terrible HR.
Oh,
Right?
you are shit, lad.
HR, fuck it. Doesn't even matter anymore. The thing on... Have you seen Afterlife?
Yeah.
I've seen it.
And the one where Gervais and the other fella go into the fella's house and his daughter goes, or his wife says, he's me husband, he's like 50, but he's sitting in the house in a fucking toddler outfit.
Yes.
And he's going, I'm a baby. And obviously, lads, you know Ricky Gervais has just done it to take the piss, but at the same time, that must happen. That must happen.
Well,
in
people have like
places.
like nappy fetishes and shit, where like they'll shit and piss in a nappy and make
know
someone
what?
clean it up
Do
and
you
all
know what,
madness.
though?
So, I,
I think deep down, if you're into stuff like that, you're just a paedophile.
what?
lad.
but
I
do you
think
know,
deep
do
down,
you know what I
that's
mean
gotta
about?
be a
I'm not
paedophilic
sitting
tendency.
there
know-
saying that people who are transgender are fucking pure pedos and whatever. But like,
When
where
does it
it-
stop?
When does this stop? Where is the line, lad?
No,
like,
well, that it happened a couple of years ago on Twitter. This lad posted a video on and he was explaining what a MAPS is, and it stands for mind and attracted person. So then people are trying to say being a paedophile is a sexuality, the same way being gay, straight or bisexual or asexual or pansexual or any of the sexuals are. And then so people are like, well, so then what then? So he was basically saying if somebody's attracted to kids, that's a mental predisposition. They can't help
Have
that.
you
That's just their
seen-
sexuality.
have you
So I
seen-
do get what you're saying. Like if you're a man and you want to be a woman, do your thing. But then what else do we open the gate for?
yeah,
Have
yeah.
you seen that thing that the comedian does?
Look at us, putting the world to rights.
Look
you
at us,
seen-
we just rounded that off fairly
Have you
well.
seen-
Then.
Yeah, have you seen that the comedian that does the bit about it? And he says there's different levels, and it's like if you're attracted to like pre-adolescent, so pre-pubescent,
Which is like
Like, it's
13 to...
like
Or is that younger?
It's
Prepubescent is
it's like-
before...
it's like 8
So-
to 13, 10 to 13.
Well,
something
wouldn't
like
it be
that.
from birth to 13 if it's
No, because there's
prepubescent?
different ones again. He says like there's different
Different
I
levels
don't
of
know-
sexiness.
No,
Oh,
there's
yeah,
different,
yeah.
there's
That
different
makes
things,
sense.
and it's called like a hedophile.
What?
A hedophile.
Oh, isn't a paedophile
and there's, like,
a specific
certain-
age, isn't
yeah,
it? Oh,
there's,
yeah,
like, certain
okay.
things, and he was,
I mean,
like,
someone told me that, allegedly. I don't know.
there was a comedian that done a bit about it, and he was like, but obviously,
Sure, Chris told me.
for me, but obviously for me to know this, I must know the different.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
different
I think I
styles,
feel like
but-
I've seen it, yeah.
But it's like
It was like 0 to 3 is
Yeah.
a hedophile, and then 3 to 8 like a fucking Jeffrophile. I don't know, just like different
they had
files.
different names, but they were all under the same thing of nonsense.
Yeah, nonsense.
Yeah, it's all under the nonce umbrella.
What? All right then. Here's your, yeah,
Just
yeah.
sorry, can I just ask really quickly,
Go
because we
on.
do need to shoot half 6. I need to be in Crosby for 9 and it's 8:30 now. How long have we recorded for, Jack?
Give it 5.
69.
Sad. Sad.
Yeah. Here's what I was gonna say to you then, right? So, what's your thoughts on? So there obviously must be people out there who genuinely fancy kids,
This is what
and they
I
can't
thought.
help it.
Where
They've
do-
never done it. They go to because they can go to like counselling and shit to help them. What's your thought on that?
I still think that person,
You've got to have a mental illness,
even if they
obviously.
haven't,
Obviously, but I mean,
even
what's
if
your
they haven't
thought on it?
acted on it, I still think that person should be should be locked up, because even though they haven't acted on it, like that doesn't mean like one day their ages aren't gonna get
Alright, but how many times have you thought about
like
killing someone?
well, that's different. I don't want to get into my thing.
Just 5 minutes ago.
What did he say?
About 5 minutes ago.
But you know what I mean, though. So alright, so they haven't acted on it. They know it's a thing. They're trying to help themselves, right? I'm just playing pretty devil's advocate here, right? So
Paedophile's advocate.
yeah, P advocate. I don't know. So if you're saying,
advocate.
yeah, you should still be locked up in jail because of the thoughts you have. People probably have a lot more fucked up thought. I mean,
Oh, lads, if
you know what I'm trying to say, though? The people have a lot more fucked up shit that they probably aren't. I know, I'm not saying paedophilia is a fucked up thing to think about anyway, but you know what I'm trying to say. There's like people who'll sit there and like have a wank over someone getting like the fingers and fucking toes and everything cut off, and like, so where's the line there?
This is what I was saying.
Anyone who thinks anything fucking... Give me a minute! Anyone who thinks something fucking bad has got to go to jail.
Not anyone who thinks something bad's gotta go to jail, but anyone who thinks about fucking a kid's gotta go to jail.
So
I think that's where the line is for me.
Is that the only line, though? So if you think about killing someone...
Well, no, because everyone's thought about killing someone.
If you think about killing a baby...
Everyone's thought about it.
When you're on a plane and that kid won't stop crying.
Yeah,
That's what I mean. Everybody is at least like thought, like, if I was to kill this person now, how would I do it? And then maybe
if I was a person, if I killed this kid, I'd be a hero.
Like maybe you play the scenario out in your head a few times, just try and work out how you get away with it. Like, I don't know what you do, but I think that the line for me is like everyone's a little bit fucked up somewhere. Everyone's had a little fucked up thought here and there. But as soon as your fucked up thoughts become, it could be the new 16, then you're a bit...
Okay. Then that's where he's over for.
Yeah.
Fucking police just went there.
Oh, what the fuck
Lovely
was that?
kiss.
I was speaking to him the other day about that Dharma thing on Netflix.
Yeah.
We were talking about the fact that like Evan Peters is a boss actor, and the way what he done with the fucking Dharma thing was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
He hasn't seen it yet. You need to still watch it.
It's not on...
No,
spoiler.
It's not you can ruin for
No,
me.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
You know what I mean? Like, already...
The thing about it that I was explaining to him was when you see like the actual like in Evan Peters done an interview after it and said like what they had to do for the character was a bit mad, because even though it's about like one of the worst killers in history and what he done to people, you had to do it in a way where you had to make... obviously he's a prick and a horrible cunt, but you had to make it like...
You've got to humanise the role.
They didn't. You want to humanise it without making you feel sorry for him.
Yeah.
But I said like, if you watch like his actual interviews that he done when he was in prison, and it's like, I wanted to stop, but there was something in my head that just wouldn't let me, and like it's not me. I can't help it. He was mentally ill. He was mental. Like,
Must be nearly as hard as trying to quit the vapes and that.
Yeah, I think it's on par, probably.
Like, I know he's on about how I had to stop trying to kill people, but it's like, have you ever went into a shop?
Have you ever had a blueberry shower?
Have you ever went into the shop and abused Sandeep for a vape?
Yeah,
Right, well,
yeah.
I've got to shoot to a gig, so I think we're going to cut this one here. I apologise, it's not been a longer one, boys.
Yeah.
But I've had a great time.
I've had fun. I've liked the scenarios.
And I hope you've had a great time too. If you've been offended by anything that we've said in this episode,
Don't watch it again.
go fuck yourself.
See you
I hope
later.
you die in a car accident. Have a lovely week, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Ta-ra.